And we get to see fully in this chapter why Yuno was chosen for the Black Clover or the Four-Leaf Clover. Now, I really did like this in this fight, because, you know, we hadn't seen a few chapters with Asta in it, and I think, like, now, like, the series is getting this groove. It's like, okay, let me focus on these characters, let's focus on here, and especially, we get to see, like, how far, like, Yuno has developed in the past couple of chapters, and it's like, it was very interesting to see against, which has pretty much been confirmed from, like, what the chapters have been saying, that, yeah, this woman is indeed called the Witch, so she's just, from now on, we'll just be addressing her as the Witch. And I like throughout the entire chapter, it's like, Yuno is trying to go against this, and her power is pretty broken as it starts taking all of Yuno's senses away from him every time he's getting hit, and this bitch is just like screaming. Like, I could just imagine like a cackling of like the Witch saying, "Oh, you love this, don't you?" It's like, "You dare call me, you old hag," and just like fucking just annihilating him. And it's kind of goes back a lot more to like how Yuno's really been feeling. Like, it's like everyone just like treats him like, "Oh, you're nothing special just because you got like the blue, like, you know, the four-leaf clover, you're not fucking special." That's like, and he's just thinking that as he's like, damn, am I really like nothing special? I can't do that. And he gets reminded of Asta through the point, and he's like, no, I need to do this. And it's like, there's a specialty within wind magicians, like, and it's actually like he's controlling mana. Yet when he actually like starts thinking, saying it's not over, I'm not a loser, and he fucking starts gathering the mana around him and summons Sylph right around him. And it seems like Sylph is like this sort of little guy who's like able to control it. It's kind of like, I guess the way to think about it is like maybe like a Magi or something in like Magi the Labyrinth of Magic, how like Aladdin is able to absorb like the Magi around him. So I think like maybe that's something around that he can do. If that's the case, that is fucking broken, that if he's able just to take any stuff like he wants. And he just absolutely obliterated this bitch by using like this giant like cannonball like effect. To be fair, when I first saw it, I was like, is that Kamehameha? Like, it looked a bit like a Kamehameha. And he's just like screaming out. He's like, you see this transformation, like his eyes are all different. He's kind of like glowing all around. He's, you know, I hate losing more than anything in the world. And just like blasts him. I was like, this bitch is pretty fucking powerful. I mean, he took the sight away from him. He was losing his hearing, and it's just like her cursed ash magic is pretty something to be like theater across. And it's like, you know, you're gonna be losing all your senses throughout that. And it's like he was barely able to see. I mean, well, like, kudos to him. He was able to like dodge all like these giant like ash balls that were here. And it's say like, oh, she must be something really intimidating as she's just firing non-stop. And we found out what exactly like their whole goal was when we was talking about it. So like, where exactly is like, you know, the Magic King? Like, where exactly is he? Because, you know, isn't the greatest task of the strongest knight in the kingdom is like, you know, his safety like during the trouble of his times? And he's like, oh, he left his like position of head because he holds like the same authority as like military spares, like, you know. And that's the only thing. He's like, he's screaming out, I am the only supreme ruler of this kingdom. It's just like, and he just pretty much just says like, oh, I'm stepping out for a bit, if anything happens, take care of it. And I'm like, where the fuck did you go in a situation like this? Like, I'm guessing he's either gone off to fight like one of the more stronger opponents. Maybe he's got some shit to keep in check. Maybe he's got to protect something from something going loose, like a fucking demon or something like that. I don't know, but it's like, it's very weird to see it. And besides, I think it's like way too early in the series before we should actually see what this guy can even do. But what it was is just like, I enjoy like what we got in this chapter, and it's like, I really did like to see like Yuno was actually developing. It's like he either ended up like losing to that crystal guy that we had like a couple of chapters ago in the dungeon, and he was like, I need to you know, control that. And it's like, it's just something that he just had to do. And it's just like, honestly, it was a decent chapter. Not too much to go. Like, it was a pretty quick fight actually between him and Witch, and I thought it was, you know, it was pretty decent. I'm glad to see that, and I'm looking forward to seeing like next week. We should either see this bitch on the ground and maybe a bit of Asta fight, and I want to see, like, honestly, I need to see a bit more of that dual wielding from Asta because he's a fucking beast. But honestly, I get this solid 7. It was a good chapter like that. It's like, but maybe I wanted a little bit more, maybe a little bit explanation on the powers, but I'm pretty sure we might get that a little bit later. But it's like, honestly, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this chapter of Black Clover. But that's all from me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.